Football fans usually praise great managers for their tactics or leadership, but we rarely talk about the unprofessional ones. Here are the top 10 most unprofessional managers in football history. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. At number 10, we have Kevin Muscat. As a player at Millwall and Rangers, Muscat was feared for his brutal tackles, so much so that he was even banned from Old Firm games. Sadly, that aggressive streak carried into his coaching career. At Melbourne Victory, he became notorious for berating referees and opposition players. At number 9, we have Raymond Domenech. Raymond Domenech managed France between 2004 and 2010, and he is remembered for strange decisions. He even chose players based on astrology, refusing to pick some because of their zodiac signs. At the 2010 World Cup, he completely lost the dressing room. After dropping Nicolas Anelka for criticizing him, tensions exploded. Captain Patrice Evra clashed with assistant coach Robert Deverne, and Domenech had to step in physically. The squad then refused to train, staging a mutiny against their own manager. At number 8 is Jorge Sampaoli. Jorge Sampaoli learned all of his tactical knowledge from fellow Argentinian, the legendary and eccentric Marcelo Bielsa. But his ego and erratic leadership style have led to multiple fallouts at several clubs. At the 2018 World Cup, he reportedly lost authority in Argentina's camp, with players preferring Lionel Messi to make decisions. After their exit, Sampaoli was dismissed. At number 7 is Gennaro Gattuso. Gennaro Gattuso. Known for his warrior mentality as a player in the center of midfield, he has struggled to eradicate this same aggressive temperament in his coaching career. While managing in Italy, he had heated confrontations with opposition players, referees, and even his own members of staff. During a fierce local derby between Spal and Pisa, Gattuso, who was managing Pisa at the time, lost his cool, walked up to his own assistant manager and whacked him in the face and then took an item out of his assistant's hands. At number 6 is Paulo Di Canio. Paulo Di Canio started his coaching career at Swindon Town, where he made headlines for a dramatic incident. In the 2012-13 season, he substituted goalkeeper Wes Foderingham just 21 minutes into a match. Furious, Foderingham kicked a water bottle and stormed off. Afterward, Di Canio slammed him publicly, calling him League One Wes and warning he'd be out if he didn't apologize. His time at Sunderland was just as chaotic. Di Canio introduced bizarre rules, banning ketchup, Coca-Cola, and even excessive smiling. Players quickly grew tired of his strict ways, and after only 13 games, he was sacked. At number 5, we have Brian Clough. Brian Clough was a legendary manager and one of the greatest British managers in football history. But you probably wouldn't be able to get away with his disciplinary methods in today's game. One of his most famous moments came when he once punched multiple Nottingham Forest fans who ran onto the pitch to celebrate a League Cup quarter-final win in 1989. Coming in at number 4 is Graham Souness. Souness, like in his playing days, had a fiery career in management, but his antics at Galatasaray take the crown. After winning the Turkish Cup in 1996, after the game he planted a giant Galatasaray flag in the center of Fenerbahçe's pitch, a move that almost sparked a riot. His time in England wasn't much better. While managing Southampton, he signed Ali Dia, a player who tricked him by pretending to be George Weah's cousin. Without even watching him play, Souness gave Dia a chance, and the fraud even made one Premier League appearance before being released. That decision has followed Souness ever since, making him one of the most mocked managers in English football. At number 3 is Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho is one of football's greatest managers, but he is also one of the sorest of losers as well, with his antics often overshadowing his brilliance. One of his most shocking incidents happened back in 2011, when he was manager of Real Madrid, in the second leg of the Spanish Super Cup final against Barcelona. The first leg at Santiago Bernabeu had ended in a 2-2 draw, so the tensions were high. During a brawl that erupted close to the visitors' dugout at Camp Nou, Mourinho sneaked up on Tito Vilanova, the then assistant manager of Barca, and put a finger in his eye. As there was no VAR back then and none of the referees saw it happen, Mourinho wasn't penalized. He's also had plenty of run-ins with referees too. One of the most recent famous ones came back in the 2022-23 UEFA Europa League final when his side, Roma, were beaten on penalties by Sevilla in a feisty game. After the match, Mourinho would go on an insane rant about the match referee, Anthony Taylor, and then chased Taylor down into the car park to confront him over his performance. Ranking at number 2 on this list is John Sitton. Sitton managed Leyton Orient in the 1990s and is best remembered for one of the most outrageous team talks ever caught on camera, when he featured in the Channel 4 documentary, Orient, Club for a Fiver. During a halftime speech in a league match at home to Blackpool, he sacked 2 players on the spot, including fan favourite Terry Howard, and told another,
"And you can fucking pick someone else's job, and you can bring your fucking dinner."
Finally, at number 1 is Alan Pardew. Alan Pardew has a long history of losing his cool on the touchline. While he had a respectable managerial career with clubs like Newcastle United and Crystal Palace, his short temper often got the better of him. As the Magpies manager, he once headbutted Hull City's David Myler during a match in the 2013-14 Premier League season, just because the Hull City man wanted to get the ball back in play quicker from a throw-in. Following the incident, the FA gave him a 7-match ban. And there you have it, top 10 most unprofessional managers in football history. Did we miss anyone who deserves a spot on this list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your picks. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more football stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.